Let's take a step back into the past. You are now in a time period between 2016 to 2019 and you are looking for a mechanical keyboard under $60. And these are your choices. Some of them are not even mechanical. Many of them have subpar keycaps, Outemu or similar switches which are mostly clicky and loud. They're not even hot swappable. Now, coming to 2023, you have a budget of $60 and these are the keyboards you can have. Some of them are gasket mounted, comes with double shot PVT keycaps, has amazing switch options in both linear and tactile, 5-pin hot swappable PCB, wireless connectivity, and amazing acoustic, with some of them having amazing look. Who would have thought that budget mechanical keyboards are going to be this good in 2023? Hello folks, this is Samboga, and in this new series of best budget mechanical keyboards under $60, we will be looking at some amazingly good pre-built boards that are gonna blow your mind. And in today's episode, I must talk about the most interesting of the bunch, Monka AE75. Monka AE75 is an exploded 75% layout keyboard that has some amazing specs. This has gasket mounting, 5-pin hot swappable PCB with north-facing RGB LED, cherry profile double-shot PVT keycaps, and Monka's very own switches made by KTT, along with some nice acoustics. It looks like all the features from Enthusiast target boards has been combined together to make this board a lucrative one for the budget keyboard seekers. And guess the price. All of these for just $55 or around 5,600 taka in Bangladesh. You can get it for even cheaper from Taobao. If I hadn't told you the price, you would have guessed it higher. This board has been given to me by Easy Gadgets, the official importer for Monka keyboards in Bangladesh. Check the link in the description for details. So, it's time to find out whether this board can actually live up to the hype surrounding it. The board comes in with a very nice box and inside of it has all the necessary things you'll need. A nice coiled cable that matches with the keyboard aesthetics, some extra keycaps and switches, switch and keycap puller combo, and finally the board itself. Ergonomic wise, it's pretty alright and standard, and you can actually change the height with the adjustable feet. Before talking about the other features, I would like to talk about the look of it. I have to admit, I really love the aesthetics of this board and I bet everyone is going to first look into the aesthetics of it as well. Especially this badge. This is a very unusual feature for a board at this price range. It gets illuminated from the bottom with RGB LEDs. However, if it is not as per your liking, you can just change it or replace it. The board is available in various colorways with matching cherry profile double-shot PVT non-shine through keycaps. But in my eyes, the Tiffany color is the best one. The cherry profile keycaps are surprisingly really good with conspicuous legends, laser etched marking for the keys in secondary functions. They all seem pretty high quality for the price, and it does feel nice to type on the keycaps. So speaking of functionality, this board has modes to toggle between Windows and Mac with a button at the back, making it natively usable by the Mac users as well. This also has a software which is a pretty basic one to control RGB and remap some of the keys, etc. Now we're coming on to the core features of this board, the things that make this board unique and best in this price range. So this is a gasket mounting keyboard with polycarbonate plate. There are silicon gaskets on the polycarbonate plate, keeping the whole PCB suspended, overall giving a nice, soft typing experience. The combination of this mounting style, polycarbonate plate and dampeners used inside make this board sound even and deeper. We'll definitely hear the sound test and check the internal of the board later in the video. This PCB is hot swappable, supporting all 3-pin and 5-pin switches. The hot swap sockets are made by CIY. This PCB is probably also made by CIY as well, judging from the marks on the PCB. This is the same CIY which made the Tester 68 kit. There are various RGB effects on the board and on the software too. A combination of non-shine through keycaps and the RGB looks really nice on the desk. Let's check it out. This board also has other features including 1000Hz polling rate and NKRO like most other boards in 2023. The stabilizers here come in pre-clipped and factory lubed, and it should give you a better experience with the modifier case. Now, talking about the most important part of any keyboard and this keyboard as well, the switches. The board has two switches options, Sakura Pink Linear and Sea Salt Tactile. Both are Monka's own and allegedly made by KTT. So far that I've heard. The switch specifications are pretty sparse, and this is what we have got from the official Taobao listing. These are 5-pin switches, comes in nicely lubed from the factory. Plus it has double stage springs. They're very smooth to type on, just like butter. The linear one is a bit light and has average execution and bottom-out feel. The tactile one is lighter as well, but has decent tactile bump, and it's pretty good as the first tactile switch for any newcomer in the keyboard hobby. They sound pretty nice as well. So time to hear how the keyboard sound in its stock configuration. I think most will probably like the stock sound, and for the majority this would probably enough to just plug in and play. As someone who is surrounded by keyboards and make contents on YouTube, let me tell you the truth. At this range, most of these boards are going to be bland sounding out of the box, and this one is not an exception. Plus the stabilizers are a bit rattling. But we can make it even better down the line. So here comes the part for the adventurous ones who love to tinker their boards. With a bit of a small tweak, you can make this board sound and feel a lot better. For that, you need to open up the board. It's fairly easy as it's a gasket mounted board. Insert a prior from the bottom and slowly remove the top frame. Then open the screws, connecting the PCB and plate, and you'll be done. Here we can see the EVA foam inside of the case. Between the PCB and plate, it has a silicon dampener that also has a thin silicon switch pad attached to it. This is the reason the board sounds like this in stock. Furthermore, there will be very simple yet effective ones. There will be 3 layers of Tempest tape mod at the back of the PCB and reluminous stabilizers, housing with Krytox 205 grade 0 and a wire with dielectric grease. Make sure to balance the stabilizer wires as well. With all that's done, let's see how this board now sounds with the stock and other switches. After the mod, this board sounds amazing with much better and characterized fuller sounds. This is what I like, and I guess you are going to like it too. Now it's time to draw the conclusion. In simplest of terms, this is too good for the price. I was utterly surprised seeing such a board for just $55 US. Can you all remember what $50 to $55 US used to give us back in even 2022? The likings of Keychron C1, which I also recommended quite a bit. And now in 2023, we are getting better keyboards with the caliber of Monka AE75. And the main reason is the keyboard hobby becoming more and more mainstream. This resulted in users like us having more options to buy. Competition is always good for the consumers. This is so far the best budget mechanical keyboard I have ever tried, despite its issues. My verdict is, if you have a budget of BDT 5,000 to 6,000, which is roughly around $50 to $60 US, just get it. I'm certain that you're gonna love it. This can be a great starting board for masses and also for the ones looking to enter into the keyboard hobby. In terms of look, it is amazing, with good keycaps and detachable badge, has smooth like butter switches, good tapping experience, and many more. Plus, if you consider it from the enthusiast point of view, this is also a no-brainer. But do keep in mind to improve the sound of the board down the line, which is going to be fairly easy. So, with that, I'm wrapping up today's video. This is going to be an ongoing series, and I will cover more boards like these in coming days. So, subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of those. How much do you like this board? Do you think there are other boards like this? Is there any other board in this price range that you would also want me to cover? Let me know in the comment section. With that, goodbye and have a great day.